Good morning, traders. It's Peter Thompson, senior mentor of 1 Billion Signals, sponsored by Merit Forex. Monday morning, I'm back in the office. Time to analyze the major currency pairs and their significant levels. And of course, to make a quick recap first about the economic calendar. I hope you had a very profitable week before, because this week is gonna be insane, full of economical events. So let's get started. Monday, we don't have a lot of major events. We have gross domestic product in UK 8:30 GMT time. Tuesday, it's something important for the Australian dollar. According to the forecast, we can see decrease of the interest rate from 1.00% to 0.75. So it's definitely going to bring a lot of volatility on the Australian dollar. Tuesday 4:30 GMT in the morning. CPI for the Eurozone 9 a.m. It's according to the forecast supposed to see the same CPI be like the last year compared to the previous year. GDP in Canada 12:30. ISM manufacturing data 2 p.m. for US dollar, and this is for the Tuesday. Wednesday, ADP non-farm employment change. We are in the non-farm payroll week, so US dollar is gonna be in focus for sure. Couple of bank holidays in China, 3 days in a row. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't think we're gonna see very big decrease of the volatility on the forex market, but still I'm not gonna be surprised if we see the market a little bit slower than this. So the non-farm payroll is gonna compensate for the bank holidays for sure. And on Wednesday we have 12:15 GMT ADP non-farm employment change, 2:30 p.m. GMT crude oil inventories. We're gonna take a look in about a couple of minutes. The crude oil, simply because it was very interesting week we got last week. Thursday we have services PMI in UK and ISM non-manufacturing PMI for the US dollar. Friday, our favorite Friday, first Friday of the month, non-farm payrolls 12:30 GMT for US. According to the forecast, we could see better numbers than previous month. And unemployment rate 12:30, exactly the same time. It's according to the forecast, we can see exactly the same numbers, 3.7% for the unemployment rate this Friday. Federal Reserve Chairman Powell is going to give a speech 6 p.m. and this is how we're going to finish this week. So US dollar definitely is going to be in focus, Canadian dollar, crude oil, and Australian. Let's take a look at the charts to see what do we have. We start usually with Euro US dollar. We discussed this drop that the price can test the support 1.0926, and quite obviously last week we saw a big drop of the euro, even though I just don't like the Euro US dollar, as you know. GBPUS, it's interesting because we spoke about to wait a little bit for the drop that we could expect, and we see exactly the drop after the price reached the top. So we have very strong downward trend since the last couple of months, since March 2019, and this is just the continuation of the trend. We can see prices testing this resistance again, try to break out, didn't manage to continue, and after that drop. So we can see test of the resistance again, 1.2381. I'm totally bearish of the GBP, especially after this drop. I'm gonna looking for short opportunities, so it's gonna be interesting. The next target is 1.2180. We are right in the middle of the resistance and support. Wait a little bit to see confirmation, and then you can take any action. Australian US dollar is, we can see Australian a little bit tricky before the interest rate. So just wait a little bit. It's a good for a shorting opportunity, definitely, because we have a very strong bearish trend. Right now it's trying to push lower, but we can see the sharp upside momentum before and right after the interest rates in Australia. So definitely it's interesting. I'm gonna keep exactly the same levels like before, 0.6829 as resistance level and 0.6735 as our major support. New Zealand US dollar is, as usual, is just a step before the Australian US. is dropping down, trying to break out the support. As you can see, broke out here, 0.63 round number, tested again with very strong bearish momentum, and right now it's just trying to continue to the downside. I'm going to move this resistance because it's not relevant. It was relevant, but just it's far away from the current price. I'm gonna move it to 0.65, 6254 as our new support level, major support level here. So these are our boundaries: 0.630 round number and 0.6254 as our major support. USD Canadian. Let's take a look first at crude oil because this was very interesting. Crude oil simply opened with very big gap, almost $6, $7 gap because of the drone attack 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, it was absolutely simple price action. The price recovered immediately for in the next 2-3 days, slight bounce, and in order to close the gap, it closed the gap. So there is a very big possibility to see growth of the crude oil. Really depends what's gonna happen with the crude oil inventories this week. Probably the crude oil is gonna wait for the crude oil inventories, but the gap is closed, which makes this position in a very bearish mode. Simply the drop was because of the gap. So wait for the crude oil inventories, see, but I think we're gonna test a 57.42, even 58.82, which is potential $3 profit per barrel of the crude oil. Otherwise, if we see the breakout of 54.82, we can see the test of 53.28. But for now, I'm totally bullish of the crude oil. So if we see crude oil respecting the gap strategy and it goes up, simply we're gonna see USD Canadian going down as it's heading right now. Last week we saw crude oil USD Canadian going up, after that consolidating for a couple of days, and right now it's trying to push down. If we take a look at the bigger picture, we got a very big drop here, after that recovery, and after that continuation to the downside, sitting right on the support 1.3239. I'm gonna leave exactly the same level since they're still relevant. We have this support tested here, and round number 1.32 as our next support level. We definitely can see testing of the support level. This even dropped to 1.3146. The next support level, just if we see crude oil pushing to the upside significantly. USD Swiss, this is interesting one. So we saw drop of the USD Swiss as we expected. We expected to see test of the next support 0.98 and round number. USD Swiss franc is testing the round numbers pretty well, as you can see, but didn't manage to test the support. Retraced back in order to test the resistance once again, 0.9946, and we see right now very strong bearish momentum, which makes USD Swiss franc very good currency pair for shorting. I'm going to look for short opportunities on USD Swiss franc, and I think we're gonna see significant drop in the upcoming days. And USD Japanese tested the support level last week, 107.04, as we expected, bounced back from the support, and right now is trying to push and test again the support level. We're in a totally bearish trend for now. USD Japanese is going bearish obviously, and we can see further decline in order to test the support and even to continue breakout and continue to the downside to 105.54. In the long term, definitely we're gonna looking for this support zone, which makes 250 pips away from the current price. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up, just smash the button. This is how you show me your respect, and of course this is how you show me that these videos are helping. Thank you very much for watching. Have a very profitable week. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, share us and like us on the social medias, and of course expect my next video on Wednesday. Good luck and have a very profitable week.